Artists tell stories through their art. They can provide nourishment and inspire us all to consider the endless possibilities in our own lives. Mary Lou Williams was known as the Little Piano Girl from East Liberty. She attended Pittsburgh Westinghouse High School. Her piano playing inspired Peabody High School graduate Ramir Bearden to paint an image of a little girl playing a piano while a motherly figure stands over her shoulder. He called this piece The Piano Lesson. While going through an art gallery one day, this painting inspired Pittsburgh playwright August Wilson to write his play called The Piano Lesson. We hope that the following art, created by some of Pittsburgh Kappa's 10th grade students, will inspire you to consider the endless possibilities in your own life and to never forget the importance of the legacy and the lasting perpetual power of art. Please consider making a contribution to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. What we do matters. Pittsburgh actor Kevin Brown, who has performed in many of August Wilson's plays, will tell us about the importance of August Wilson in his life.
Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Brown, local artist here in Pittsburgh. First off, I want to say kudos to the Kappa students for a job well done. Now, I want to talk about the importance of August Wilson to me. August Wilson is a playwright, he launched tons of careers for black actors, writing plays specifically about our experience in the United States of America. He talks about from the forced migration from Africa to the South, and then our migration to the North. He was always inspired by poetry, which he started writing. He had a difficult time, as in his own words, saying that, finding the dialogue from his characters, but his good friend Rob Penny told him to listen, and he could hear those characters talk to him. He was so enthralled with jazz and blues, and how Africans were able to take European instruments and produce a African sound. Blues and jazz are an American art form developed by African people, and this is always exposed in his work as well. August wrote 10 plays, one play for every decade of the 20th century, to show the development of the black man or the black family in this country. I thank him extremely for putting a showcase and spotlight on black life, for creating an opportunity for black actors to create and a stage to perform on. He is my hero, and I hope will be able to continue to complete the 10-play cycle, and I look forward to that experience, and I thank you tremendously, August Wilson.
My name is Bryn Campbell, and I am a 10th grade student at Pittsburgh Kappa. The piano is an important part of this play. It is the family heirloom that the brother, Boy Willie, and the sister, Bernice, are fighting over. Boy Willie wants to sell the piano and buy a piece of land to start a new family legacy. Bernice is haunted by the past and will not sell the piano because it carries so much of the family's history. The following segment will pay tribute to the power of the piano. We hope that our art will inspire you to consider making a donation to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. Thank you.
My name is Deja Demas, and I am a 10th grade student at Pittsburgh Kappa. Boy Willie hopes to achieve his dream of buying land by selling the family piano and selling watermelons from the back of his truck in the city streets of Pittsburgh. The family is haunted by ghosts of the past that seem to creep in through the windows throughout the course of the play. The art you're about to see will portray these images, followed by Simon's reading of his own poem that focuses on the importance of heritage and family heirlooms.
She twinkled the ivories, And you believe that family has more value than the self-fulfilling prophecy that is possessions without meaning, and that we should be leaning to those with a history. So the mystery is why they would give them away. It's as if to say that the people who precede us didn't teach us our legacy, where we've been and where we could go. But then where could we go if all we did is held strong, afraid to move on and be our own people? And sure, heritage is a steeple of struggles of those who came before us, but for us to keep building, make families of our own, to live in new homes, we won't be alone from the past, but at last there will be opportunities to be new. Not without you, but on top of your shoulders. Not discarding, but regarding all that came before to let us move forward and keep on living.
My name is Jennifer Kaplan, and I'm a graduate student at the University of Pittsburgh. This year, I've had the opportunity to student teach this incredible group of 10th graders at Pittsburgh Kappa. While studying August Wilson's play, The Piano Lesson, we examined how the sibling rivalry between Boy Willie and his sister Bernice creates much of the tension in this play. This next part of our film will showcase a variety of artistic interpretations of Bernice, as well as the main monologue, where Deja, in the character of Bernice, defends her right to keep the piano in the family.
You ain't taking this piano out of my house. Look at this piano. Look at it. Mama Ola polished this piano with her tears for 17 years. For 17 years she rubbed on it till her hands bled. Then she rubbed the blood in, mixed it up with the rest of the blood on it. Every day that God breathed life into her body, she rubbed and cleaned and polished and prayed over it. Play something for me, Bernice. Play something for me. Every day. I cleaned it up for you. Play something for me, Bernice. You always talking about your daddy, but you ain't never stopped to look at what his foolishness cost your mama. 17 years worth of cold nights in an empty bed. For what? For a piano? For a piece of wood? To get even with somebody? I look at you and you're all the same. You, Papa Boy Charles, Whining Boy, Doka, Crawley, you're all alike. All this thieving and killing and thieving and killing, and what did it ever lead to? more thieving, and more killing. I ain't never seen it come to nothing. People getting burnt up. People getting shot. People falling down their wells. It don't never stop.
And today in the kitchen we will be baking southern banana cake. So first we're going to need 3 bananas, and you want them to be quite ripened. So if you don't have ripened bananas, you could either put them in the oven for a few minutes. So we're going to take 3 and we're just going to peel them. And take off the bottoms. And what we're going to do is we're just going to mash these bananas into a paste for the cake. It's okay to have a few chunks in there, but you don't want any extremely big ones. So I'm just going to take a fork and just start mashing these. As you can see, we have a paste-like texture, which is perfect for what we want for the cake. Next, we're going to mix together our dry ingredients, which will be 3 cups of flour, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, and ½ teaspoon of salt. And we just want to whisk these together real quick. That will be our first step of the process. Next, we're going to move on to the liquids, and I'll be back in a second.
Hello. My name is Catherine Calhoun, and I'm the Senior Education and Community Engagement Manager here at the August Wilson African American Cultural Center. Who are we? We are a performing arts venue that celebrates the contributions of African American people both nationally and internationally. And we do this through many art forms: music, dance, theater, art. We have pretty much a little bit of everything for everyone. So let's talk about August Wilson and who he is. August Wilson, a Pittsburgh native, an amazing American playwright, also known as the theater's poet of Black America. He was a visionary. And I am so honored to not only work in an organization that celebrates the contributions of African American people, but celebrates the life and legacy of August Wilson. So how can you be a part of this life and legacy of August Wilson? Well, we have a special treat. We have worked hard to provide a permanent exhibit that is opening on April 16th, August Wilson, The Writer's Landscape. This exhibit will speak about the life and legacy of August Wilson, his process, and talk about the facts and different things about each one of his plays that he produced. You can visit us at awaacc.org and sign up for our time ticketing options. Our exhibit will be open Thursdays through Sunday, and we look forward to seeing you here at the August Wilson African American Cultural Center.
My name is Hannah Zook. I've had the pleasure of teaching English to some of the 10th graders at Pittsburgh Kappa. August Wilson's passion for the blues is prevalent throughout his work. Wilson believed that the blues was one of the most important African American art forms. Blues itself is the foundation for many American forms of art. The following clips will share some blues music as well as some other music that represents the fruit of this art form. Please consider contributing to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. Thank you.
I'm Abby Buzzard, and I'm going to be performing Where Did You Sleep Last Night by Leadbelly.
To Eliara's Baking, making a southern banana cake or cupcakes. So as I said earlier, we're going to be moving on to the liquids. So for this, you're going to need 1.5 cups of milk. And this recipe actually calls for buttermilk, but since I do not have buttermilk on hand, I'll be adding apple cider vinegar, which will actually start the process of making it into buttermilk. So you're not going to want to add a lot since it's a very strong flavor. So maybe like half a teaspoon or so, and you're just going to leave it there. And we'll come back in a few minutes when added to the other mixture, and we'll have buttermilk. So next we need to cream together our butter, which is going to be 1.5 sticks of butter. And 2 cups of sugar. And we're just going to want to make this into a very crumbly butter sugar paste. You can do this with a hand mixer or by hand. Either one works. You're going to want your butter to be softened, so either leave it out for room temperature or put it in the microwave for a few seconds. As you can see, this has turned into a butter sugar mixture paste. So next we're going to be adding our brown sugar, which will be about 1/4 of a cup packed. And then we're going to be adding our 3 eggs one at a time. Your eggs should be around room temperature too. We're going to add the second egg now. And with our third egg, we will also be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. After this, you should get a wet butter mixture. And I'll be back in a minute. Moving on to the next step.
My name is Carlton Perry. I'm a vocalist at Kappa 6 through 12. and today we'll be talking about blues music and August Wilson. August Wilson has used blues music and has played the piano lesson to express celebration. Now, blues music isn't always sad. It comes from African American oppression in the South, and Jim Crow, but it also was used as celebration. But in this next section, we'll be talking about singing, dancing, and blues music, and expressing how it can be celebrated through many other forms. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the food bank.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore trees. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me.
Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me.
Okay, and welcome back to Eliara's Baking. And as I said earlier, we will be baking a southern banana cake, or cupcakes. So now we have our butter mixture, our bananas, and our dry mixture, and our wet mixture, which will be the milk with the vinegar. So now we will slowly be combining them together. So we can now add our bananas in the mixture. Along with our bananas, you will be adding some of the dry mixture. Around 1/3 of it. And then some of our milk mixture. And then we will just be mixing it. After you mix it together, the first step, it should look like this. It will start to look slightly separated just from the different mixtures together, but don't worry, in the end it will come together. We will next add our other 1/3 of flour. And some more of our milk mixture. As you can see, with already most of it, it's already coming together. And now we'll just add the rest of our flour mixture. And the rest of our milk mixture. And once again, we'll mix it together. And now once our mixture is done, you could just take your mixing tools out, and the mixture should look around this consistency. In our next step, we will be putting these into cupcake tins and putting them in the oven. See you soon.
My name is Simon, and I'm a 10th grade student at Pittsburgh Kappa. The conflict of whether Boy Willie should sell the piano or not is woven throughout the play. Although there is celebratory song and dance, there is also the physical and mental stress of moving the piano away from the family legacy. This clip shows some of the tension through art, as well as some celebratory dance.
I'm Milena Ice, and this is my Black Arts Movement inspired poem, These Roads Might Lead Somewhere. Directionless, do these paths circle back, or do they spin on, to where weeds grow like hair and hair grows like weeds, in soft meadows and on smooth necks? Or if in retreat, untwined and circled, roads might unspool home, to begin again where they first sprouted, where dreams first bloomed on pillows, back when our minds lay unpaved in paths ungrown. Flower me a path to carry on, to climb great heights like Kilimanjaro or Everest, or stoop low to earth near hairpin streams and river flow, or if in retreat, untwined and circled, roads might unspool home. Perhaps our path here drops 1,000 miles feet to caverns lit by beaming faces until that hope is lost and shattered, scattered, strewn, 1,000 places to make us wish our past choice in paths much wiser. Or if in retreat, untwined and circled, roads might unspool home. These paths, these winding roads with snags and twists, may lead to caverns and cliffs, or oceans far, or cities tall that skirt the sky, or meadows alight in dancing flame, or places without name. Sometimes I wonder if we should carry on, if our paths should reach destination, or if in retreat, untwined and circled, roads might unspool home. Thank you.
From the light of the dawn arrives a bird, waking with a yawn. Wings spread as it roams, its heart full of love rests on its home. Heart shines through the night, but is erased with the dawn of the sun's light. Yet, as the bird flies overhead, those who see it may never forget.
If the groove feels right, go ahead and do what you like. 'Cause ain't no judgment in the scene. Just supernova like dreams now. Now on the count of
back to LER's baking, and right now we're going to be filling our cupcakes. So right here I have a 12 liner that I already have sprayed and filled with the baking cups, and I have an ice cream scoop that I'm going to be filling them with. So you're going to want to fill it around 3/4 of the cup, and this will probably make around anywhere from 18 to 24 cupcakes depending how you fill it. You're then going to put it in the oven at 325 for around 30 to 40 minutes. We're going to slow bake this to keep it quite moist. And I'll come back when the cupcakes are in the oven and they're about to come out.
Hi, my name is Layla Johnson, and this is Satin Dog by Duke Ellington.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, I think to myself, what a wonderful
My name is Lexi Custer, and I am a 10th grade student at Pittsburgh Kappa. Just as the blues inspired jazz musicians like Miles Davis to create his own kind of sound, all of the African American artists of the past have inspired new artists of today. The legacy of these artists lives on through the new art that is created by those who have been moved by these experiences. This section features Ricky Harless playing all the instruments in a Miles Davis composition, as well as a glimpse at some of the more recent Black artists of the 21st century. There are also pieces from the past in this collection.
Hello, my name is Jim Adelsberger. I'm a 10th grade teacher at Pittsburgh Kappa. Artists are storytellers. Having a passion for a particular art gives us a purpose, a reason to get up in the morning. You know, our art matters. We often work as artists in isolation, yet we need an audience for our art to breathe, to give life to others, to share our ideas with others. So art is very important. What we do matters. And part of this film, of course, is to share student art with you, 10th grade students, and to inspire you to think of possibilities in life. But another part is to also provide funds for the food bank to help families in need. No amount is too small. So this next section of the film will include some art from some students who have passed through my 10th grade doors and have moved on. Some are current seniors, the class of 2022, and some are in college and beyond. Their art lives on. What they did matters. Part of their legacy is shared through this art. And we appreciate you watching. Thank you.
and today we are doing the last part of our Southern banana cake or cupcakes. So I'll be demonstrating how I decorate my cupcakes. They came out around an hour ago and I just let them cool down, just at room temperature. You could always put them in the fridge if you prefer to. But my first way of piping is I'm using a 17 Wilton tip, which is a star tip. And I'm just going to make a little circle right here. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to pipe along the circle and then up it, so then I get a really nice layer right on top. So that is my first way. And then the second way you could do it using this tip is instead of making a little frosting little circle in the center, you could just start on the outside and work your way in, not building up yet. And then from the inside you could go out and then back up again. This will actually give your cupcake a lot more frosting. That's how it looks. And then to garnish both of these, I just chopped up some pecans, and I'll just put a little bit on top. And that is how you bake Southern banana cupcakes or cakes. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of our video.